Hello and welcome to another WargamerOnline Age of Sigmar Battle Report. 2,000 points. We have Seraphon versus Daughters of Khaine in a Total Conquest mission of Destruction. This video is made possible by our patrons. First up, let's have a look at the armies.
For my 2,000 points of Daughters of Khaine today, I am taking the Temple Hagnar because I missed it. Leading the army, I have Morathi Khaine with the lore of Shadow's Mindraiser, and of course if she's tagging along then you've got the Shadow Queen. As my general, I've got a Bloodrack Medusa with the Devoted Disciples command trait and the Mirror Dance lore, and then I've brought 3 Hag Queens today. One of which will be my custom hero, which is the one with wings, has the blood sigil with Blessing of Khaine and Martyr's Sacrifice. And then the one with the spear will have Catechism of Murder. And the last one has the Sacrament of Blood Prayer. And then in battle, I'm trying something new today. I've got a unit of 20 Blood Sisters and 2 units of 20 Witch Elves. So moving away from the 2 small blocks of Witches and 2 small blocks of snakes and 1 big block of witches, and kind of reversing it. So let's see how that goes today.
For my Seraphon 2,000 point list, I am taking the Constellation Thunder Lizard. Lord Croak is in there, and he's flying around on an endless spell, which, well, we'll say now he's the Balewind Vortex. Also accompanying him is a Stegodon with Skink Chief. He's my general. He's got the command trait Prime War Beast, Artifact Cloak of Feathers, and the weapon Sunfire Throwers. Saurus Oldblood. He's just coming in as an extra character for some shenanigans with artifacts. He gives me the Suntooth Maul and the artifact Fusel of Conflagration. Then I have 10 Saurus Guard and 2 sets of 20 Skinks. Although you will notice little ghost skink here. Something went wrong there. We don't know how. We think he fell off the shelf while we were painting him, but he'll be the first to die. Next up, I have 2 Stegodons, both with a Sky Streak bow, of course. And then, as a nice big fat unit in the middle there, 3 Croxigors. Okay, I've also taken the Battalion Thunderquake Temple Host. And along with the Balewind Vortex, you'll notice sneaking away at the back there, the Geminids. Or they're actually Gemma-Squigs, but that's another story for another day. Okay, so now you've seen the armies, we've gone ahead and deployed. I won the roll-off, gave you choice of territory, and ultimately started dropping first, of course.
Yeah.
You would like 9 drops, I was 5 drops because of the battalion. But so we're on the table pretty much ready to go. But before we go any further, I just want to say a huge shout out to all of our patrons, without which none of this is possible. Thank you so much. We're sporting nice new t-shirts with comfortable lapel attachments. Lav mic, that's what I'm trying to say. Comfortable lav mic attachments. Makes all the difference. So thanks. That's if you want to know what we spent our first patron money on, it was a couple of new shirts for us to do battle reports in. So hope you think we're nice and smart. Other than that, of course, I want to thank the community as well. So at the bottom of the screen right now, you've seen some of our favourite comments from YouTube. We love the YouTube crowd. Absolutely fantastic. Always great feedback. Always super positive. It's just a pleasure to be doing these things. And unfortunately, as we film now, the UK goes into pretty much tier 4 across the whole realm. So we are back into tier 4 territory, which means more extended lockdown. So we're going to make a commitment. We're going to push these battle reports out weekly, so you'll get one every weekend. Those are available to view to our patrons on Wednesdays or Thursdays, depending on when we get them edited by. But essentially, they go up early to our patrons, so they get a couple of days ahead of you guys, YouTube to see this. So again, if you're watching this as a patron, thanks. If you're watching this on YouTube, could have been there. Doesn't take much to support us. All right, let's get into the battle.
Yeah. So the battle plan for today is Total Conquest. This one is fought over 4 objectives, which you can see in kind of each of the 4 quarters of the table. Speaking of the 4 quarters, the deployment zones are a bit weird on this one. We each have a quarter of the table that we can deploy in. You have to be 9 inches away from your enemy's territory, so you have like this weird semicircle there where you can't deploy. But the way you score objective in this point, you get an objective for every objective you hold. You get an extra objective for if you take it from your enemy, and you get an extra point if you have a leader within 6 of the objective. So lots of ways to get points in this one. It's one of those weird ones where you kind of can't take it if you know you can't hold it because it's no point, but we'll see how it goes.
Tricky game, this one. Just having a quick look at deployment. Well, I was lucky enough to see a bunch of Jack's army drop first, really, so I had a good idea of where they were going to be, saying that I'm fully expecting Jack to play very aggressively. I needed to make sure this was relatively well protected. I mean, I've only got skinks at the moment, so I kind of expect your daughters to just mash through them, and that unit of 20 is scary as hell. So what I've tried to do is basically create a bit of a come for my objective and I'm going to smash you to pieces, and then if I can smash through and break through onto some of the other objectives, maybe I can do it. I'm almost egging you on to try and take those objectives as well, because if I can take them back from you, I can probably earn some late game points, but we'll see. You might just ignore of that and just simply tidal wave me across the table. Jack?
Yeah, for me,
my plan is to tidal wave you across.
My plan is to tidal wave. No, it's pretty simple. I've got the big unit of 20s. I've never played with the unit of 20, so I'm kind of not quite sure what I'm going to. It's quite an unwieldy unit, but we're just going to see how it goes. Big unit of 20 snakes, 2 units of 20 witches out on the flanks, and then the whole smattering of heroes, all with like overlapping bubbles of buffs.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We're all set to go. I'm going to get straight into this game, I think. I finished placing first. I'm going to call it. I'm giving you the turn. I don't think you're going to get all your powers off, but I'd rather have the double than you have the double. Not that I ever win the double, but I'd at least rather have a chance of a double.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, all I could do in the first turn is move up a bit and probably put a few shots into you. And that's not going to do that much. So over to you, mate.
All right. See how it goes.
See you into turn 1, Daughters of Khaine.
Rightio, turn 1 daughters. First things first, it's token time. I'm putting Witch Brew on the 2 daughters units, and because I only have 2 Witch Brew tokens, I'm also using a DOK dice to put it on the big unit of snakes. I've then got my prayers, which I'm going to do Blessing of Khaine onto the big unit of snakes. I get it, so that gives them the rerollable ignore.
Yep.
I'm then going to go Catechism onto Marathi, which I don't get, and I take 1 mortal wound, which I ignore. I do ignore, so Catechism doesn't go off. Martyr's Sacrifice, I'm going to put on this unit of Witch Elves, which I don't get, and then Sacrament of Blood will go on to Marathi. I don't get that one.
Oh my goodness.
Spells, I'm going for a Mind Razor onto Marathi, which I get on a 7. You can try and stop it with Croak.
Croak, he's not boosted at the moment, is he? So on a 5.
No, so Mind Razor does go off.
Actually, he's got an innate boost, hasn't he? Yeah.
He gets +1.
Yeah.
So, I'm then going to Mystic Shield Marathi as well. I get it on a 9. You can try and stop that, which goes off on a 10, so you need to roll a 10. There you do, so you stop that one. And then Arnsaples, I don't... yeah,
Croak,
I can
croak,
see the Stegodon for Arnsaples, which goes off on an 8.
Croak looks at you with disdain.
Yeah, it stops it.
And stops.
Yeah.
Welcome to 101
interesting.
Magic with Croak on the table.
I think that is all my hero phase stuff. So I am into movements now.
Here we go then into the movement phase.
So first things first, Marathi's moving up 14 inches, and we measured this is going to be a 9-inch charge for her to get into the skinks. We were kind of saying, is it the right thing to do? Because you know, you're just throwing her in there. But she's going to take 3 wounds on my turn anyway from stuff like Comet's Call or Arcane Bowl or the Stegodon Bow,
exactly.
so I might as well try and do something with her. The Witch Elves are running over here. That is a 2, which puts them on an 8-inch move. Which...
Yippee, yippee, yippee! Sorry, that's what I imagine witch elves make as a noise.
8 inches won't be enough, so I'm going to have to use the snakes to get over to there.
Command reroll? How many command points are you on, actually?
Just the one.
Just the one. Let's get that sorted now, then.
So they're going to go to here. The hag's going to follow them. Yeah, the hag gets it. So the hag's keeping up to there. Actually, I want to stay an inch away from that terrain.
Really?
It's volcanic. The big unit of 20 snakes then. 4, so that gives them a 12-inch move. Which, yeah, can get them all the way over like that. And it can get the back one over to there. So they're all just going to pile in like that. Marathi Kane's just going to follow up behind them. That's an 8, which does just get her over to here. The hag getting a 3, which is a 9, which can get her up to there. And then the Medusa with a 4, so that gives her a 12, which again just gets her up to there, giving out her bubble of 5 up to ignore. She needs to get more kind of to there. These 20 Witch Elves going for a run. 6, so that gives them a 12, which will get them over onto this objective. Don't want to be too far ahead though, because there is like a Stegodon staring at me there. So they're just going to get up and around like that with their Witch Brew. And then the last hag gets a 3, which is a 9.
The last hag. Is that her title?
Up to there. Yeah, she's the last one. That is movements.
Yep.
Now it's time to shoot him.
Okay.
Right, Shadow Queen doing her 1 stare into the Stegodon over there.
Which Stegodon?
This
one. Wee innocent Stegodon.
Hits on a 2. Wounds on a 2. Oh! 1 save at -3, which I think goes straight through.
I think so, save.
Yeah. 2 damage with the -1.
Okay, so here we go into the charge phase. 2 wounds on the little Stegodon over here. Marafi's going to go for her 9-inch charge into the skinks. That'll do it. Rah! We did pre-measure it from a point of view of where the model landed exactly. It was a bit more, but that's only because you can't leave your model floating in midair. So 9 inches, I'm perfectly happy with that. But literally straight line, just catching the models. Maybe I should have hung back a few inches. That's my call. Okay, you've got to land there because it's a direct straight line at 9 inches, isn't it? So you are going to drag the Croxies in. You didn't get enough to kind of.
That's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. She's taking 3 wounds no matter what, isn't she? Here we go then into Croxigore and skink removal.
She's putting her.
Have you got a skink infestation? Oh, Croxigore's bothering your back passage. Don't worry, Marathi can clear them out in no time at all. She's with a patented spear of agony.
It's just ridiculous, this model. Her Heartrender and tail are going into the Croxigores because they've got range. Her snakes have to bite at the skinks. So Heartrender 3s. Well, that could have been worse for you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it could have.
And 3s. That is 4 saves at -3 rend.
That's no save on the Croxigores. I'm gonna have to double check actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's no save, which is 2, 4, 6, 8 damage from that.
Okay. Okay, so that's 2 of them dead.
Tail missed. The snakes into the skinks. Oh, only 3 attacks. On 3s. And a 3. No, nothing.
So the skink tanked her.
The skinks did good.
But 2 of my Croxigors are dead.
Where are you going to take them?
Well, I might as well take the Moonhammer.
If you're up against her, then yeah.
Doesn't really matter at this stage, does it? Okay, the Croxigor is just going to swing back at you with his maul. He's got 4 attacks hitting on 3s because of the skink's proximity. Oh, no. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound, -1 rend, doing 2 damage.
Goes through. Take 2 wounds.
Okay, and then he's going to go for the bite. 2 attacks with the bite. Hitting on 3s, actually. Still gets the bonus from the skinks, doesn't he?
Yes.
And he gets an extra attack on his bite, of course. So hitting on 3s with the bite. Both hit. Shame one of them was a 6, but I'm pretty certain there's no benefit to that. And then wounding on 3s. 1 wound going through at -1 rend. 1 damage. Could do with you not tanking this. Oh, that means I've got to invest my skinks. There we go then. The skinks trying to do what the Croxigor couldn't with 17 attacks. Hitting on 5s.
3 hits.
There's 3 hits. This is not embarrassing at all. Wounding on 5s. No wounds.
Solid effort.
Solid effort from the skinks. Thanks, lad. Okay, going into Battle Shock phase.
I realised I ran off my map.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 levels of amusement here. The man machine, the woman machine, the god machine. That is Marathi. I don't even know why you bothered bringing over units. But, you know, if you feel the need to move over...
She rolled well under what she should have.
Oh, she should have. Yeah. But even so...
even scarier.
I did do 3 wounds on her, which is horrendous. Because, you know, whichever way you work that, if you don't do the wounds in the turn, it's just another battle round.
Yeah.
You've got to do those 3 wounds. And I just couldn't get enough skinks into her to do it. And the Croxigor fluffed, basically.
I moved up quite confident, thinking, well, Stegodons are only an 8-inch charge, aren't 8-inch move. I've got this, and I was like, they can all run and charge.
Yeah, I think my tactic, obviously moving forward, is to scatter because you know, just Marathi is just Marathi, but it's not that your army is lacking power in other areas. You know, okay, this is possibly weakened. But there's nothing stopping Marathi going back and capturing that in a turn, and the chances of even taking it.
Yeah.
Are pretty remote just on the sheer numbers you've got. So, you know, I'm 1 model at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But you score 2 points. I need to take a battle shock on the Croxigor. Don't roll a 6, Phil. It doesn't roll a 6. Is there a negative modifier? Well, no. Actually, at 2, you'd have to be real negative modifier.
As well, you're coalesced.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, coalesced. So that's it. We're going into Seraphon turn 1. Right, here we go. First things first, 3 dice to see if we generate command points on 4s. That's 1 extra command point. You don't have any steel mechanism, do you? So that takes me to 2 command points. Right, then we're into magic shenanigans. Right, Sacred Asterism is going to be Sage of Staff. Let's have the bonus to casting. And first things first, Lord Croak's going to go for Arcane Bolt.
That's 2.
He gets that on a 5.
That does go off. I guess I'll try and stop it. I do stop it.
Right, Comet's Call.
Yeah.
That goes off on a 14.
That's going off, so D6 units.
5 units. 1, 2, 3.
Not the characters.
Well,
I have no heals.
I've got 5. So, character 1, 2. Because let's try and reduce this unit down, yeah? 3 over here. 4, and 4 and 5.
5, 4, 5.
Yeah, go on then. Let's go for 4 and 5 onto them.
Okay. So this hag.
D3. 3.
3. The witches.
2.
Marathi.
2.
And then who else was it going to be?
There was the hag
and these witches.
1 on the hag.
Okay.
And 2 on the witches.
2 on the witches. So the witch I was ignoring 6s. No, so it's 2 dead. The hag ignores on a 6. No, so that's 1 wound on her. Oh, they ignored on 5s, but I didn't roll 5s. Marathi ignores on a 6. No, so that's 2 wounds on Marathi. The Witch Elves ignoring on 6s, so that's 1 wound on the Witches. And then the 3 on the hag, ignoring on 6s. No, so the hag takes 3.
Okay.
So that's 1 Witch Elf.
Mystic Shield. 4 goes off on 6. No, does it go off? It's 7, isn't it?
No, it's 6. It does
six.
go off, but I do stop it. So
okay, right. That's end of hero phase.
okay.
Okay, my hero phase. I also have to declare what my battalion is doing. So I'm going to go with run, shoot, or charge.
Yep.
Yep. So
Makes sense.
you know, +1 attack would be lovely, but I don't think I'll get to you. So let's see if I can get over to you at least.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Going into my movement, this Stegodon is going to run. Gets to 3, giving him a total of an 11 inches. Puts me on the objective, but still 7-inch charge to get to you.
Yep.
Skink Chief. In fact, actually, Stegodon next to him gets a 6. That gives him a 14-inch move.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'd rather guarantee that. And then the Skegodon Chief, Skink Chief rather, gets a 5.
So he's actually a 12-inch move because of his cloak.
So that's a 17-inch move.
Yes.
Rah! Skega Charge!
Yeah.
Skegodedon!
This is what I'm worried about.
Right, okay then. The Skinks are going to retreat and run and retreat. Just give me the extra movement, and they get a 5-inch move. Sorry, 5-inch run. Next up, the dude, Croxagore, I couldn't find my words then, is going to run and retreat. Gets a 4-inch. I think that gives him 9 inches. I think they're a 5-inch move, these guys. So.
They're 8.
8 are they?
Yeah, they're pretty fast.
Oh, okay, I might check that.
Pretty sure.
So based on a 5-inch, let's just check Mr. Croxagore. You know what? You're absolutely right. Goodness me. That actually gives him a 12-inch move. I can go another 3 inches. So just going to move in to block that gap there. Try and strengthen up that flank. That's where all the trouble is. Well, okay. Yeah, what to do with Croak? All I'm going to do with these skinks is just form a little bit more of a screen. They're actually performing quite an important job there. They are stopping Marathi landing. So, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to stop like that. That will do. A little bit of a shuffle, but it just stops Marathi landing there and going into there. She's only down to a 12-inch move now, isn't she? Yeah. Just want to protect Croak for one more turn, basically. Because I kind of need the magic. But, you know, I know I'm struggling here on body. Okay, first things first then. The Sky Street bow into the hag and the javelins into the unit. There's not that many, but I kind of figure if I can get rid of the reroll wounds, I've got a chance at this objective. I only hit with 1.
Okay.
And I do wound though at -1 Ren, doing 3 damage.
6 up, and then 3 damage. You do get her. So that's one of them gone.
And then the 4 shots from the javelins, they've got an 8-inch range. I'm 7 inches away, so 5s to hit, 2 hits, and then 4s to wound. 1 wound, no rend, 1 damage.
6 up armor, 6 up ignore. Nope.
There's 1 left to deal with. First up, the Sunfire Throw from the Skink Chief, looking for 5s on 5 models within range.
Get 5 mortal wounds.
4 mortal wounds.
No, 4. 5 up ignore. Rerollable.
Did you just ignore them all?
Yeah.
Top man.
Yeah.
So it felt like you deserve that, you know what I mean? It's not meant to work. The Sky Streak bow into them.
Into the unit.
You know what? I'm not going to take enough bodies off.
This snake's the one giving out the 5 up ignore.
Yeah, let's put it into him at -1 to hit again.
To hit, yeah.
1 hit.
3 swing.
1 wound.
Goes through 3 damage. Ignored 1, so she takes 2 wounds.
And then the javelins.
Yeah, you can just do both at once.
So just 8 javelins on 5s, yeah? 2 so far. And none. Alright, I need to have a think about this charge phase because you've got blessings over there, which is a 5-up re-rollable ignore. I'm not going to get the objective anyway, and all I'm going to do is take wounds in retaliation. So, do I hang around for the double and see if your blessing fails? Plus, I don't want to be in activation. It's all about whether this guy makes his charge, to be honest. So, looking for a 7. No. Right, okay, well that's not great news. Let's go for... I'm just going to roll the charge over here for the Skink Chief. If I got like a 12, which I don't, I get a 4.
Are you going to do it?
I can't see the point. Alright, I tell you what, we've just got to see what happens because
just got to see what
too much of a gamble to do anything else at all. He's going to swing round to the end of there, yeah?
3 up.
And on a 3 up, yes.
D3.
3 mortal wounds.
1 of them dies.
And then the next charge gets 9. Yeah, I'm just going to, I'm going to try and limit how many you can actually get into combat. So if I go up to there, that's going to squeeze out what you can get onto the Skink Chief. And on a 3 up,
D3.
yep. 3 again.
5 up. Rerollable. 1 more dice.
Okay. I'm going to spend my 2 command points, 1 on each of the skink units, so they're both on +1 attack.
Yep.
Let's just see what we can do to that core unit. Okay, let's do this Skink Chief, the absolute nails unit of the army. I'm on +1 attack because of command ability. Jaws are on +1 attack, plus I'm on +1 attack on certain attacks because of commanding beast.
Oh, coordinated strike, primed war beast.
Prime war beast.
So basically, your +1 attack on Jaws for being coalesced, your +1 attack on mount weapons for being a primed war beast, and then your +1 attack on all attacks from the coordinated strike command ability. So +3 on Jaws, +2 on stomps, +2 on horns, +1 on spear.
What that basically means is I've got four attacks with my meteoric war spear. So the first thing I'm going to do is bop you from my outer. Hitting on 3s. Nope. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound at -1 rend.
6 up armor. No, and then is it just 1 damage?
Yeah, 1 damage.
So 5 up rerollable.
Reroll it.
Fail, so...
Well, you re-rolled it and failed.
Yeah, well, I just rolled
Give
2
over.
dice and got no 5, so...
What happens if you'd got 1?
Well, then I'll pass it.
Oh yeah, good point.
It's just quicker.
Okay. Moving on, I'm slightly confused by that. Massive horns, I'm up to 4 attacks with the massive horns. I am hitting on 3s. Good news for you, 2 of them failing, and then 3s to wound. Both wound though at -1 rend.
Both go through, so that is 8 damage.
8 damage.
On the 5 up. Re-rolling. 4 wounds, so that kills another 2.
And then I can do the grinding jaws and the stomps together because they've got the same profile.
Yes, you can.
And it's a boatload of dice, basically. 7 off of the stomps, I think, and then the grinding jaws were up to something like 5, I think. So either way, looking for 3s. And then looking for 3s, doing -1 rend, 2 damage. Oh, I tell you what, I'm good at rolling those 1s and 2s. That is only 4 going through.
4.
That is so against the
So
averages.
6 damage on 5s and 5s. Whoa! That's another 3 of them dead though.
So that's 7 of them dead.
That is a pretty good swing.
That's a damn good swing from the... It did all right. But attacking back with the 13 remaining dudes, but not all in range.
Yeah, I've got 10 of them in range of the normal skink, the normal stegodon, and 1 in range of the chief. So the 10 onto the normal one, hitting on 3s. That is awful by the look of it.
Well, neither of us have rolled. My God, imagine if I'd have rolled well with that skink priest.
Yeah, the skink's Nasty.
Good God, what a model.
Look at that. And then dropping one on the floor. That is 3s again, but with a reroll from the Witch Brew.
Witch Brew on them and
The
Blessing of Khaine, haven't they? Is that right?
Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 11 saves at -1 rend. So that is 11 5-ups.
Eleven 5-ups. That is 9 going through.
Okay, he's got 3 wounds left.
Oh my God, he's gone.
And the last one onto the Skink Chief on 4s, 2 hits and 2 saves at -1 on the Skink Chief.
2 saves at -1 on the Skink Chief. Both going through.
So just
2 damage onto him, yeah?
Yeah.
Crikey. Okay, one severely neutered. Steganen attacking back on 9 wounds, is that right?
Yeah.
He's in so much trouble. Right, okay, in which case he's got 3 attacks from the Massive Horns, because that's a +1 attack. He's hitting on 3s. Oh my goodness me, wounding on 3s. Oh, I cannot roll, Jack. And then the last few Jaws and Stomps, but I'm literally down to just a few attacks with these. Stomps are down to 1 attack. Jaws, Jaws aren't affected, but hitting on 3s. Okay, wounding on 3s. That is 4 wounds at -1 rend, doing 2 damage.
5 up. Rollable.
Need to kill another one.
One of them does go.
Right.
And a wound is taken.
But now I've got the Scaff Touchers, which is just gonna
Yeah.
make a mess of me, is it not, sir?
Yeah.
Right, 9 dice, 12 dice.
12 dice. 3
On
up,
a 3 up, doing a
wound.
mortal wound, which is insane. All of them?
And mortal wound.
That's done him. Oh wait, does he have any more wounds? No, he doesn't, does he?
There's 2 more wounds at 12 wounds.
Ouch.
Which does him.
Yeah, that's right. So he's gone. Wow. Fantastic Scaff
Yep.
Touch. I knew it was risky, but
The new Scaff Touch is horrible. I don't like it.
it's every model.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the new Scaff Touch. It kind of doesn't make much sense, but... Yeah.
This is going to sound really weird.
Was a skink magnetized?
But there was a skink on top of the Skink Priest's base.
Maybe
so my
that's where the
missing
skink
missing skink
and it was the green skink as well, so it has just blended in with the base. There we go.
As I moved the Steganon, a skink fell off it.
Yeah, okay. There he is.
Oh well, you know, win and lose. Well, at that we go into my Battle Shock. Witch Brew stops them from any kind of save.
Yep.
So powerful, this army.
Yep.
Skink Chief's gone.
Yep.
He's down to 3 wounds. I've got a feeling I'm in a boatload of trouble.
Yep.
I knew the Scaff Touch would be powerful, but to be honest, you kind of almost underestimate it, don't you? It's every model in the unit. And I actually thought I did quite well there.
Yeah.
I mean, I killed like 7 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Admittedly, I think my real problem was just how much damage you did against him. I was hoping to take another 5 off. And I think I took 1 off.
The army's just a bit bonkers, the Daughters. They are bonkers.
Seraphon's bonkers though in his own right, you know.
They can fold like that, but when you get like the 5-up rerollable and...
Yeah, which I still maintain I don't think should be in the game anymore.
No.
You know, everybody knows. Rerollable ward saves should be gone.
Yeah.
It should be FAQ'd.
It's the only one
you can never do it ever. But it still stands, doesn't it? It's
because
not gone
it's
for
not,
these guys.
It's not 2 ward saves.
It's not... Yeah, exactly. It's not a reroll, is it?
It is a reroll.
Oh, it's just a reroll, yeah.
So it's not like...
It's not stacking 2 ward saves. It is a reroll.
You can reroll your Fanatical Faith saves, which is normally a 6, which is okay. You know, re-rolling a 6 of ignores alright. But it's when you take the Hagnar and then you have like the Temple, which gives it the 5-up. It's
5-up, 5-up.
Yeah.
Just so hard to get through the damage. Right, okay, well, that's the end of my turn. We're going to go for roll-off.
Yeah.
Wow. Here we go then, roll-off for turn 2. I get a 3.
You got a 5.
It's yours. Here we go then, going into your hero phase.
Yeah, I'm putting Witch Brews back down. I'm going for Blessing of Khaine onto the snakes.
Yeah.
I guess.
Do they need it?
I fail.
Okay.
So there's something. Going for Sacrament of Blood onto the snakes. Oh, I fail. Then Martyr Sacrifice onto the snakes.
Somehow I think you don't really
I
need
don't
to
fail.
worry when you've just got, you know, a Scaff Touch. Who needs anything when you've got Scaff Touch?
Oh.
Taking a mortal wound,
saved
but
the mortal
ignored
wound.
it. Oh, that's a shame because it could have. Oh, it wouldn't have killed one of them.
All my prayers though. I'm going for Arnsaples from Morathi Khaine.
Looks like a
I
6.
get it on a.
Let's go
8,
for the deny.
So you can try and stop it.
And on a 9, do I get +1?
Yeah,
I
you
deny.
get +2.
+2.
Then I'm going for Mind Razor, which I fail, and then Mystic
I've
Shield,
got Blood Bowl dice here.
which I pass the Mystic Shield. You can try and stop that.
Yeah, where did these Blood Bowl dice come from? Blood Bowl?
Yeah.
What did you get it on?
What did you roll?
I got an 8.
No, you don't stop
Okay.
it. That's it. Yeah. Into movements.
You're on 2 command points at the moment. I think you're only showing 1, but I've not tallied you up at the start of the turn, so we've not got to the...
Spending a command point on my
to
Mistress
attack.
of Blood to allow them to all pile in an attack. Do you want me to roll it? Or...
Nah. Okay.
Yeah, they get like all their attacks. They're
Yep.
kind
Okay.
of crazy. Yeah. Now
So that
that's
takes
the
you back
hero
down to
phase.
1 command point.
Yeah, it takes me back down to 1.
That
command
is so
point.
powerful.
Yep. Yep.
Where does that come from, that pile
Morathi
attack?
Khaine.
Is that the new Morathi Khaine stats, yeah?
24-inch aura. Pile in it.
Okay, into movement.
Yep. Blood Sisters.
Should I just remove these now, or...?
8-inch. Well, I might fail the charge.
Yeah, oh yeah, you might.
There is
yeah.
a possibility.
You've got to go around the Croxagore at least,
Yeah.
actually. At least it was worth moving him along there.
So kind of about. Ooh.
Probably looking at what, a 6-inch charge?
Yeah, something like that. To get into the Croxagore though, but.
Oh yeah,
let's
well
get
yeah.
into the skin. The Witch
So
Elves
we're
were
having
then-
a chuckle off camera. I had a little bit of a command point, yeah? Just 1 command point
Just
to
one
do
command
that.
point.
Can't attack back. Just
Daughters
attacking
to
the
fight
hero
in the
phase.
hero
yeah,
phase.
yeah. Just
The hag.
man.
Who needs balance when you've got bikinis? Am I right?
Looks like the Fire Slayer half guard for 2 20-man units and a 15-man Auric half guard
Yeah,
is coming out to play.
yeah. It might be a good idea. The other hag with wings. She's got a 10-inch wound.
I wonder how well you do against Iden of Deepkin.
We've tried that.
Yeah, but you know, like a full-on eel list. You know, because this is a you've got to admit, they're so competitive now, these guys. Yeah. Oh, you thought about your back objective.
Yeah, I decided I might as well go get my back objective. I can get 3 inches away. Woohoo!
Don't forget. Oh, has she got Mind
She
Razor?
doesn't have Mind Razor
You
anymore.
can have your token back and
And
stick that
away
somewhere
we
quiet.
go! The Witch Elves are just
And
going.
away we go.
Over to there. That's movements. Now it's shooting.
Just Morathi.
2 to hit. I'm using my Daughters of Khaine dice. I hit. 2 to wound. Oh,
Oh,
I'm not using the Daughters of
Okay.
Khaine dice. I wound. That's -3 rend, so you don't get a save.
how many damage?
4 points of damage from her.
Takes him up to 6 wounds. Just in case anybody's saying, but that's overgrown, Phil. I know it is, but Morathi flies, so
Yeah.
she got line of sight. Okay.
Charge. Morathi charging.
Yeah.
Oh, I get to reroll ones because it's turn 2. That's 10 inches, yeah. She's in. The Blood Sisters.
Yeah, they're good. Good. Nice 12. Yeah. And that's the end of the charge phase. You've kept the Croxagore out. I mean, at low who you wouldn't want to risk taking any wounds.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
It's combat.
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 Morathi activating first.
Yep.
I'll raise my armor against you, of course.
Wow.
Will that help? Raising the armor did the job, maybe. Are they re-rollable by any chance?
No, not this.
Oh, wow. What a weak unit.
I know. 2 saves at -2, so 2 5-ups.
2 5-ups. Both going through.
2 damage each. So.
And there he goes.
No, he's
10 wounds.
12 wounds. Because
Oh, okay. I've got 2 wounds left.
Snake's gonna bite you.
Come on, do it.
7 attacks. On 3s. What's going off right now? Marathi's failing. On 3s. 2 saves.
Any rend?
No.
1 going through.
Oh, he's got 1 wound left.
That's important.
It's all up to the tail. It hits. Doesn't wound.
Oh well. I don't think you have to worry about them being out the 5-up. Ignore. Okay, all 20 skinks are in. We're not piling them in just because they're on movement trays, and I'm highly expecting to have to remove them anyway. So we're just going to roll for them and see what they can do. They've got 41 attacks out of that unit. Yeah. You're going to rue the day you take on a 5-up for 5-up 5s. 20 attacks, 5s and 5s. Okay. And then, so that is 6 so far.
6.
And then 21 on 5s. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 going back in at you.
Sick.
And 13's on 5s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wounds. No rend.
5 up armor. Failed all of them. 6 up ignore. I made 1, so that is 2 6 dead.
Because you had carried a wound over, didn't you? So they destroyed 2, but, you know, then we're into the attack. Alright, we're going to roll it. We talked about possibly just removing them, but having taken those 2 off, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
30 attacks. Hitting on 3s. I would if I didn't roll like that. That was a good roll. Yeah, that was a jack roll.
I like how you flattened that cock dice down to a 6 as well.
Wow.
Well, you know, it was cocked, but you could see the 6.
It hit. You know, I could see that. From my angle, it was a 6.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. It's over, Seraphon. We have the high ground.
We have the 5-up, 5-up. That's 15 saves at -1, so that's 15 6-up saves.
15 6-ups. Okay, so 13 going through so far.
Plus 8 mortal wounds. So 21.
21. 2 attacks with the horns, hitting on 3s. 1 going through, wounding on 3. Wounds at -1 rend. But unfortunately, at this levels of wound, it's only through. 1 wound.
I ignore it.
I get 3 attacks with the jaws. +1 attack, isn't it? I don't get the anything else. And unfortunately, with the crushing stomps, I am down to 1 attack. So just 4 attacks coming out of those combined attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, doing 2 damage. 2 wounds, -1 rend. Save them both. So did she take a wound? No, okay, so still on 4 wounds. And that's a great fun thing. Well, there we go, as we go into your turn 2 battle shop.
I'm not going to take, they got witch brews.
Witch brews everywhere, so you're all good. I'm just tightening that screw up, otherwise the table might collapse, or I might flip it.
What is Daughters of Khaine?
I mean, bear in mind, Jack's a Daughters of Khaine player, and the most complaining that's taking place right now is Jack off camera, not me. He's just going, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why did they do that? Why did they make her only...
That unit! I'm like, I'm never running that unit in 10s again. It's 20s. It's 20s all the time. I'm going out and I'm buying 20 more snakes today. Because that is it. That is
Can you
the
run them
army.
in 15?
You can run them in 15s, but you get like a battalion bonus, so you might as well run them in 20s.
Okay. Because 15's a bit more manoeuvrable. But it's that scaff touch. It's just insane. That's like half guard times 2.
Honestly, I just...
It's just insane.
Unit of 20 of them, Melusite Iron Scale, moving 8 inches plus a 2d6 inch run plus a charge.
Right, okay, so Battle Shot, you score 5 points. You managed to get some characters onto your objective.
Yeah.
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 Okay, well it's my turn. And I'm not without some trickery pokery.
I think you might be able to get rid of them this turn. I think you will be able to get rid of the unit. With like Croak's magic.
No, I love your optimism.
Yeah, I'm really trying it.
Yeah, I know. I love it. I'm going to play the turn out, definitely. Let's see what I can do. If I can double you this turn as well.
Oh, yeah.
I could definitely try something.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see.
No, I think you can.
Okay. Here we go, Seraphon turn 2. Let's see what damage I can do. I've still got Croak on the table. He's not an idiot.
No.
The problem is I just can't score points. But I'm just
Yeah.
going to go for vanity now. I'm just going to try and kill as much as possible. Because I don't see how I can catch up on points. I don't have the units left.
No.
So here we go then. Let's go for command points. We get 1 more command point, taking me to 2. On to magic.
Yep. You're going Sage's Staff, yeah?
2 right, I'm going Sage's Staff.
Okay. What's first?
Comet's Call, I think.
I think I am out of Deny Rangers. So...
She not magic?
No.
No,
She
okay.
lost it.
Get it on a 10.
You get it, and I
That's a D6, is
think
it?
that's D6. Are
I
you ready
think
for me
it's
to
D6.
check with like the speed of 1,000,000 running daughters?
It's a big difference, this.
Guess rolls 10 points.
I rolled a 2.
Wow, that's 2 units. What 2 units are you going to choose? Marathi?
Marathi, D3. It gets 2 mortal wounds, and this crazy little creature here.
Yeah. Marathi's 2 6-ups, which she fails.
And 2 mortal wounds on her as well.
Okay. And then on her,
Is she sort of, she
made them both.
Yeah, 5 up, 5 up.
Yeah. No, she only gets a 5 up.
Oh, she
I
only
rolled
gets a
2
5 up.
6s because it's me.
Right. Okay. Okay, let's go to Celestial Deliverance.
Yep.
So that goes off on a 7.
So the first one goes off.
So
2 plus.
2 plus.
D3.
T3. 2 mortal wounds.
6s.
This is on the unit of
One of them dies.
evil snakes.
Yep.
Let's go again. Need an 8.
You get it?
I get it.
2 plus.
2 plus. Yep. D3.
D3.
3. Oh, God. Let's go again.
Well, what about Geminids?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
So
good point.
use that for the Geminids.
Well, okay, 5, 6, 7 for the
So it
Geminids.
goes off.
I forgot. I'd got my Geminids out as well.
Yeah. Meh.
Right, let's position these. So the Geminids land here, and they're just going to hop over like that.
Yep.
They're going to keep close to this unit, actually, because
So-
they're bound. You can't do anything with them, can you?
So I take D3, and are you going to choose -1 to hit or attack?
You know what? Yeah, I think -1. How many?
Right.
I think
3 attacks each.
-1 attack.
Okay. So D3.
D3. 2 mortal wounds.
1 more dies. You getting them?
Not enough, though, is it? But we shall see. Into movement.
Yep.
Okay, so he's going to run and retreat.
Yep.
He's got 3 inches. I think he's down to...
And you can go with the +1 attack on the battalion, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, but yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to decide that in the hero phase?
Yeah.
I do, don't I? Sorry, +1 attack on the battalion. He's down to, I think, a 5-inch move, so just going to move him back here. He can't get away from you. He's on 1 wound left.
Yep.
And there's no point going forward. But, you know, hopefully he can shoot at some point one day if you leave him alone, but you'll probably just magic him off the table. The Croxagore. Croxagore's got a decent move, hasn't he?
8 inches.
8 inches. So he's going to come round to there, but keep back some 3 inches from there. Oh, skinks.
Skinks.
I think the skinks are going to run 6 inches. Let's move some bodies onto the objective, and then the Saurus Guard. Oh, not going to run. No. Sorry, got a bit excited there. Saurus Guard are a 5-inch move, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Saurus Guard.
Gotta do it.
It's down to you guys. It's down to you guys.
It's last line of defense.
Make Croak proud. I might even send Croak in.
It's not bad, to be fair, against a big unit.
Actually, I'm going to have to bring some back here because they're a bit daisy chaining. Like that. I think there's much I can do about that, unfortunately. So they're going to have to come back a bit as well. Hopefully I'll get a decent charge on them. There you go. And then Croak. I think Croak just needs to wah over here a little bit, because I just need him on the objective for the extra point at this point. Should have moved him forward, to be honest, right in my turn 1. Wasn't thinking about heroes scoring more points on this objective. Oh,
by the way, you split your unit there, because that's actually a character.
Oh, sorry, that is a character, isn't it? Oh, what should I do with the character?
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, the character will have to just hang in there as well then.
He's got this.
Right, into shooting. I've not got a lot in range. This is with a bolt spit, so this is 5s and 5s. 17 of them are in range. They get 2 shots each. I'm just going to roll 17 twice. Looking for 5s. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 so far.
Sick.
And then looking for 5s again. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Jeez.
So 15. Looking for 5s. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. No rend.
5 of armor. And a 6 up to ignore.
Come on, kill one. Kill one.
Kill 1.5.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do.
Charge phase.
Yeah.
Let's go with the boss man.
Yeah.
Do I really want to go with the boss man? You're just going to kill him anyway. He's in. He's going to come right round the back of you and annoy you. Might stop some piling, if nothing else.
Okay.
And then the unit where I need a big roll.
Oh! There you go.
That'll do. And then the Croxigor charging. Guess a 7.
There?
No. I'm not sure what I could. You know what? Let's just tag that. Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the range of the attacks on that thing?
2 inch on the spear and the tail, I think.
So if I come here, I don't think that I can really do that, can I?
Well, she still gets to pile in.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I want to pile into her, but I'm trying to avoid how many attacks you do on activation, which ones you activate. Which is the more powerful of the two?
Probably the Medusa.
Yeah, okay. So I'll hang back like that. And I can use my pile in, can't I, to drag your unit in. Okay, so activating the Saurus Guard. I'm going for all-out attack for a command point, and I'm going for the Wrath of the Seraphon out of the commander there, which gives me +1 to hit, making me 2s to hit. All-out attack, reroll 1. So 2s to hit, rerolling 1s. Good job I went for the reroll 1s, because I rolled 5 of them. I'll tell you what, let's just grab those dice and do that. Okay, everything hits.
Nice.
And then we're looking at 3s to wound. So that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 wounds at -1 rend.
Oh, that might be enough, you know. 6 up armor. And then a 6 up to ignore. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead.
And then 20 bite attacks.
Yep.
20 jaws attacks, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Let's take the 1s out first. With 4 1s. And then re-rolling those 1s. 2 more going through. And then wounding on 4s.
Yep.
That is 2, 4, 6, 7 going through, no rend, 1 damage.
So 5 of armor. I need 2 6s. Oh, it's so close, but she dies.
God, I actually did that unit. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, I'm dead, but just don't believe it.
That was a good attack.
That was a good attack. It cost me 2 command points.
But yeah,
But they were pumped up and angry. Okay, you're going with whatever her name is.
Drak Medusa attacking first with the whisper.
And
Hits on 3s.
come on, Croxigor, you need to tough this out.
Wounds on 3s. Oh god. 3 saves at no rend, so 3 4-ups.
3 4-up saves. 1 going through.
Tail. 2 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on a 4. 1 more save at no rend.
Goes through.
Just 1 damage.
2 damage done so
Spear.
far.
1 hit. No wound.
On 2 wounds, he's going to attack straight back.
Yeah.
He's putting everything into
Yeah,
her.
he will. +1 attack
So 5 attacks
with the mace.
with the mace.
Hits on 4s though.
4s. 1 hit. 1 wound, -1 rend.
Fails,
Not
so
enough,
2
is
damage.
it? Not enough.
2 wounds.
I needed more than 1
Plus-
hit.
Well, you've got 3 attacks with the jaws.
Yeah, okay.
And I think they do like mortal wounds on 6s or something.
That's the... No, I don't think
It's
so, is it? Jaws like a steel trap, you're absolutely right, on modified hit roll. So let's go for this. 2 attacks with the jaws.
It's 3 because Coalesce and the battalion benefit.
I forgot, sorry. 3 attacks with the jaws, hitting on 4s. 1 hit with the jaw. 3's to wound. Wounds.
Goes through, and I don't ignore.
Just 1
It's got
damage.
1 wound left.
I think I'm going to have a dice burning ceremony at some point.
We definitely need new dice. The hags.
You don't.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. Well, I do to make me try and roll more balance. The blade hitting on 3s. Oh god, winning on 4s. Yeah, 1 save at -1.
1 5-up save, which goes through.
So just 1 damage. So
No further tests have been made for Battle Shock.
no.
I scored 2 points. I've moved my character onto it, so
Yep.
you know. It's 3 points to 7. Going into roll off for turn 3. Let's do.
I got a 4.
Can I beat a 4? I missed the dice tray again. Can I? It's too much excitement. Okay, here we go. Lumineth. Hero phase?
Daughters of Khaine.
Daughters of Khaine.
Daughters of Khaine hero phase.
Daughters of Khaine, hero phase. I like how the bit I had doubt over was the hero phase, not the fact I got the wrong army. Geminids get to move, they're bound.
Yeah.
Anyway, 8-inch. I don't think I can get to her.
You can hit her because it's like, I think it's if you land within an inch as well, so.
So let's do that. Woo! Move this direction with that one. They've got to be within 8-inch of each other, haven't they? Okay, I'm going to need to come back down that way. Alright.
So she takes D3 mortal wounds.
D3 mortal wounds on the little flappy lady, and it's 1 mortal wound.
Which she saves.
Which of course she saves.
Then
Because
it's
it's a 5-up?
magics.
Is it a 5-up, Jack?
Yeah, 5 from the snake. Witch brew. Prayers, blessing of Khaine onto the witch elves. They get it. Then Sacramental Blood, it doesn't really matter that much, but they get it. And it's Martyr Sacrifice, which I don't get. And she takes D3 mortal wounds, which she ignores on 5s. I take 2 wounds on her. So there's that, I guess. Then I'm going to do magic from Marathi Khaine, doing Arms of Pools into the Croxigor. I mean, I get it on a 6, I'm pretty sure, but you'll probably be able to stop it with a +2.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Arcane Bolt. Double on it. And then
it backfires then. Perils of the...
Yeah, perils.
Perils of the
chaos?
The magic?
Winds? The perils of the winds? Mystic
the
Shields.
peril of wind.
I got the Mystic Shield though, but you can try and stop that as well.
Yeah, well I will. What do you get it on? 8.
8.
And I do stop it. I rolled a natural 8,
Okay.
but obviously I have a bonus.
Then I've got one more thing to do, but I need to look it up before I do it.
Okay.
Spending a command point from Marathi Khaine
Taking you to 1. You've
taking
gone
me
up
to
to
1.
2.
For Worship Through Bloodshed onto the Blood Medusa so she can attack.
Mm-hmm.
The Whisper Claw hits on 3s, re-rolling because it's turn 3. Wounding on 4. Oh, wounding on 3s, re-rolling. 4 saves at no rent.
4 up saves. 1 going through.
So that gets him with the 1 wound he has left.
Ouchie.
And then she's going to try 4.
What terrain is that?
Commanding. Well, my general's not near it.
Well, no, I was hoping it was 6 up ignore.
I'm going to try for a Mirror Dance from...
Sounds
Purple.
sassy.
I get it on an 8.
What is a mirror dance?
It allows 2 heroes within 24 inches to swap places with each other.
And on a 5, 6, 7, 8, you don't. You goes ahead.
I don't. You know what? I've cast it, but I don't know if
You're gonna use it.
they are within 20. They are within 24 inches of each other. So
Wholly within 24 inch or within 24 inch?
actually, you know what? I've cast it, but I'm not. Here you go. You know what I'm going to do? Ooh! Like that. There we go.
Just for the sheer shenanigans
Just
of
for
it.
the sheer shenanigans.
Why not?
Gets her up a bit further.
Okay.
That's on my hero phase, and now it's into movements. Right. First of all, these unit of witch elves are running.
These units of witch elves.
Oh, it's a 6. That's
Said
12.
with a wonderful accent, like a. It's what Count Dracula would sound
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if he moved his witch elves, I assume.
There you go. I feel
First.
like. Well, I was going to say this would be quite a Dracula army, but maybe vampires.
But, yeah.
Dracula army.
Yeah, probably
Thinking about
closer,
it, you
isn't
know.
it? That's going to be a cool army. Your custom vampire army.
Yeah.
It is female vampires.
Yeah,
again,
it's
isn't
like
it?
a
Yeah.
Nephratia
Like
vampire
a Nephratia
armor.
vampire army. Yeah, that'll be cool.
This hag's going to run up 2, so she gets 8 inches of movement. To there. This hag's just going to fall back onto that objective, and the Blood Dragon Medusa's going to advance. That's enough to just get around to like that. Marathi's just going to fly to be in between those 2 units.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
And the witch
What's her
just-
movement when she's taken 6 wounds?
About 10, maybe.
About 10, maybe.
About 10.
You've done about 9 there, so should be all right.
I'm sure that will be fine. She starts off on 14, so
Oh, does she? Oh well,
it's got to be decent.
donking, won't she?
It is. Oh, it's 12. She's
Oh.
only taken 6 wounds.
You go 2 more if you want, or are you
No,
happy
she's
where
good
you are?
there. That is all of the movements, because those witches are just going to stay there holding the objective. Into shooting.
And as Marathi removes the Stegodon,
Hits on a 2. Wounds on a 2. Does D6 damage. Does 3 damage? How many wounds do you have left?
1.
Okay. So yeah, she gets it.
Okay,
Charge.
into the charge phase.
Marathi first. That's a 9 inches. Just slam her into the skinks.
Anywhere in particular, or
No, it doesn't really matter.
just like that, like that?
Yeah, like that. The witch elves getting a 7. That just gets them
Yeah,
round
they're good.
to there, like that. Oh, this one getting up to there, and then to there, and then these 3 just lagging behind. And that's it. It's into combats.
Right, so we've got 64 attacks onto
yep,
the
from the Witch
Saurus.
Elves to 16 of
Oh, are you dividing any into the bot? No, they're all going
they're
on
all
to right,
just
okay.
the Saurus Warriors. So this is half of them on
Yep.
3s to hit, re-rolling. A couple went out there, but there's just one that went out. Re-rolling the hits. Okay. And then this is force to wound, re-rolling. And re-rolling the wounds.
Okay, 22 wounds so far. We're just going to roll the saves and do them in halves. So that is 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead. 4 dead so far.
Very good. And second volley, 3s to hit. A couple went off the table. Rerolling the hits. It's a good hit roll. And then these girls are forced to wound again. Rerolling because of the witch brew.
Yep. I'm just going to say, guys, if you're watching this, we've got a bit of a fault on the camera, but we're going to push on to the end of the game and then see what's going wrong with the camera.
And then re-roll them. Okay.
That leaves me with 18 more saves, so 38 damage done in total.
Yep.
And that was 4 dead, 5 dead, 6 dead, 7 dead. 7 dead out of the unit.
Okay.
That's really saved well there. That Super Skinks attacking back on 5s and 5s. Whoa, look at those skinks go. Fear the wrath, Marathi. You're in trouble now. I've got 4 hits so far on you. Going down to none.
Oh, okay. Well, Marathi will just attack back.
Yes.
With Heartrender, she is 3s to hit.
I'm not going to remove this unit because she's reduced, isn't she?
Yeah. She's probably not going to kill them all. That is 4 dead so far.
4 dead so far.
2d6 from her snakes, which is 4 attacks with the snakes on 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Re-rolling. So that's 3 hits from the snakes. 3 strings. That is 2 5-up saves from the shields.
Oh, don't make me make saves, Jack. 1 goes through.
That's just 1 damage. And then her tail, which is re-rolling to hit, and a 3 to wound. That is 3 more dead from that.
Beep, beep, beep.
And that's all she got.
That's all she got. Well, she killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
Not bad.
I've got no command points left, so... Okay, 6 attacks back from the Saurus Guard on 3s and 3s. Oh, a lot of 1s in there. Good move. And 3s, -1 rend. That's 2 -1 rends on you.
5 up. Save.
6 attacks with the bites, 5s. And 4s. None.
Oh, okay. Got the
Okay.
boss. He can
Yeah.
fire them.
He's going to pile in and go for you. Have it, yeah. Have at ya. Okay, the boss attacks back. He's on 4s and 3s with his club. 2 attacks. Didn't get any 6s, unfortunately. And then 3s. 1 going through.
So D3 damage.
3 damage.
5 up. We'll buy a 5 up. 1 dies. And then 2 attacks with the jaws, 4s and 3s, no rend.
4s. 3s, no rend. Or both going through.
6 of armor with a 5 of ignore. I can re-roll. So 2 die.
Right, that takes us into Battle Shock. You score 5 points, taking you to a total of 12. Pretty much putting the game out of contention for me with what I've got left. There is some Battle Shock tests to be done. Over here, rolled a 1.
So they're good. Skinks are losing
Skinks,
D6
plus 2. 3 more skinks. Well, you know, done all right on that.
Yeah.
But that still leaves me in a whole world of hurt, really.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much have nothing left. You have nothing which can contend objectives.
You know, Croak's going to do a bunch of damage for
But
sure.
next turn, Marathi
You know,
will just
next
get
turn,
into
but
him and...
you know, he's still out of range for the big pulse
No,
weapon.
it's 10
oh, it's
inch,
10 inch,
so-
isn't it? So he's in range for that. So he could kind of take that unit out. But the point is, whether I can take you out or not is irrelevant because you're scoring over here.
Yeah,
You're scoring over
back
there. And the reality is you're scoring over there. So you're scoring 3 objectives against my 1 every turn. So every turn that goes by, you're just going to increase the lead. So I think at that, buddy, shake on it. Right. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to jump into post-game and have a bit of a chat about the armies, but I think the results speak for themselves on this game. Daughters are pretty solid, and I've got some thinking to do about my list. Maybe it was a bad matchup, maybe this mission didn't help, but yeah, we'll go over it in the post-game and have a bit of a chat, but let us know in the comments what you think, and shout out to what armies you want to see next. See you soon, and hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget, if you want to support us, head over to Patreon. Thank you. This video is made possible by our patrons. If you want to know more about how to support us, click on the link to the right.